Hey guys, how's it going? I think that's a little bit off. Alright, take two. Hey guys, how's it going? Just in the brewery today, just getting into my cup of coffee. And yeah, just brewing up a smash beer for Christmas, Pilsner, so I'll revert to the recipe and I'll come back. So yeah, just a really simple, well of course it's simple because it's a smash beer. So Pilsner malt, 4.35 kilos of Pilsner malt and 2 hop additions of defnately, which 63 grams at the 60-minute mark at the start of the boil, and I think there's about 25 at 5 minutes to go. So yeah, relatively straightforward. Here's my bag of goodies. So brought some things down from upstairs for the brew. Going to be using the S189 yeast for this Pilsner. Really good yeast, this one. The only other yeast that I've used for my previous Oktoberfest was I think it's the Mangrove Jack's M84. I think that's the Bavarian, or I'll super it up on the screen anyway, but that one did a really good job too, really clean and really nice. So yeah, and while I'm down here, I've got a Motorwaker Session Ale brewing in the Firmzilla at the moment. So I'm just going to dry hop with 50 grams of Amarillo. Not a huge amount of hops for a dry hop, but yeah. So this beer that's fermenting at the moment, it was a fresh wort kit, and essentially no other hop additions apart from 50 grams of Motorwaker into the cube. So I think I won't be doing that again, because I think over time it's just gathered a bit of vegetal sort of taste. That's what I was getting at the sample the other day. So I just want to try and mask it with some dry hoppage. And yeah, everything going well at the moment. I'll just give this a bit of a stir. So essentially my brew days consist, it's essentially 1-for-1, doesn't matter if it's a Pilsner, if it's a dark beer or a pale ale or whatever. Seem to get really good efficiency from this sort of setup. So essentially, that's nearly coming up to strike temperature. So change the pulley just to a normal carabiner, so it's easier because I have a 2 rope system. I heave the bag out of the kettle. So essentially, my mash consists of a 60-minute mash, stirring every 20 minutes, and I don't use the full volume in my brewer bag setup. So I essentially leave 4 litres out, and then that's what I mash out with. So 4 litres of hot tap water, and yeah, seem to get really good results from it. And I have nearly totally forgotten. You guys are cool. Thank you very much. As it stands today, I think I've hit the 110 subscriber mark. So yeah, thank you for all your kind, patience, and yeah, thanks for subscribing. And big shout out to Dino. He sent out a shout out when I put up that video last of people should subscribe to my channel. So cheers, Dino. Thanks for that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping this is going to be a bit of a grain to glass. So I'm sort of getting it on now. It's October 25. So I'm hoping by the time fermentation finishes after 10 days or so, should be a good lagering time of. Geez, I can't even do my maths at the moment. What will that work out to be? It's the day after the grand final on the Cox Plate, so it's a little bit slow today. Be about a 6-week lagering, 5.5, 6 week. So, yeah, let's hop to it. All right, see you in the next bit. Hey guys, got my pipette. Just finished the mash. So, what I was talking about before with the pulley, I've got like 2 ropes. So one which comes up through the loop to bring it up out of the water, and then the other one is sort of hooked around the actual bag itself. So when I used to have this pulley, it was just a bit too tough to try and get 2 ropes through that top of the pulley. So that's why I changed over to that carabiner. Anyway, let's see how we went. We're aiming for a post mash gravity reading of 1037. So this one's been rinsed with hot tap water with 3.8 litres of water, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's still dripping, but let's see how we went. It's a bit large, really. 10, it's like 7. So 8 actually. 6, 7, 8. 1032. Okay, 5 points down. Might just wait a little bit. I'll give it a stir. I'll squeeze the bag one last time, and then yeah, we'll see what the reading's at. 1032 is a little bit low, but we'll see. Alright, sorry about that, mucking around. Okay, so it's more closer to, it's like 9.4 bricks. So I think that's right on the money. I don't know if you can see that. I'll see. I'll try and freeze that so you can actually see it. So yeah, 9.4 bricks. I'll work that is in original gravity. Well, I think that's about around 1037, so right on the money with the numbers pre-boil. So elements on, coming up to the boil, and I'll start weighing out my hops. First edition is 63 grams of Tetnang at the start of the boil, and 1 ounce or 28 grams of Tetnang at 5 minutes ago. So you'll probably see me at the first hop edition or at the end of the boil. So see you then. Alright guys, pretty much at the end of the brew day, but you probably can't see that, but I've got the runoff water going into the washing machine, which I might just turn up a little bit. There's steam coming off there, so it's obviously working. And the work has been run through the plate chiller and into the keg menter. So let's get it ready. Alright, so the recipe called for 1044. Not too sure if you can see that. I'll try and get as close as possible for you. Not too sure if you saw that. I'll try and freeze that one as well. Yeah, so 1044, exactly what the recipe called for. So I think I've probably got a tiny bit more volume this time. I think I was meant to end up with 21 litres, but I think there's about 22 and a bit, maybe 23. But I mean, I pick my numbers, so I don't really care. Plus, the keg mentor's not going to overflow or whatever, so. Just slow that flow down a little bit, turn that up. So yeah, alright, cool. Well, on the next part of the video, you'll probably see me with a glass of beer. And I'll see you then. G'day guys, how's it going? Back again for another vid. So this time I have a Pilsner, a few exciting things to talk about, but here's the beer. Got the recipe in front of me, but give you a closer look at that. Absolutely sparkling clean. I can see the camera so clearly through here, the beer. So Czech style Pilsner. See the light bead coming through the beer there. So really well carbonated. Very happy with this beer, extremely. I liken it to something like a Budvar or any particular type of Czech light lager. Yeah, very, very clean. And I've just put it into a keg from the keg menter, and there's probably around about 16 litres, so not really complaining about that, that's for sure. I was actually brewing this for Christmas Day, but I've been sampling along the way. Not too heavy. I thought I might have been sampling a little bit heavier than that, but give or take about 2.5 litres sampling over the lagering period. Let's have a bit of a chinwag about the recipe. So the recipe, it's essentially a smash beer. So smash beer, obviously single malt and single hop. Malt is Pilsner and hop is Tetnang. My version of this recipe had about 28 grams of Tetnang, 63 grams of Tetnang at 60 minutes at the start of the boil, and 28 grams of Tetnang at 5 minutes to go. So and 4.35 kilos of Pilsner. So yeah, really simple recipe, but my gosh, the results, oh man, as that's settling, even though there's a really tiny bit of condensation haze, it's just clear as a bell. Like seriously, what can I put up? Good. Can't reference anything. Not too sure if you're going to be able to pick that up, but if you can, I'll try and maybe take a still photo with that behind it, because this is just a dream to look at. Smells exactly like a Czech Pilsner, so right on the money. Let's go for a bit of a taste. Incredible. It's only been lagering for about a month. So I started lagering 8th of November, and I've just put it into a keg, which is going to be stored at around about 3.5 degrees anyway. It's been lagering at about 1 degree for about a month, or just a little bit over. No amount of yeast in the beer, which is quite nice. Yeah, very happy with that beer. Stoked actually. Yeah, it's like a third lager or fourth. It's certainly not the fifth. But yeah, very happy with that outcome. So this is essentially the end of the grain to glass. So if I've edited it properly, you should have already seen the footage from the brew day, which obviously went pretty well. As you can see, the keezer is no longer here. It's in the garage. Don't worry, I haven't sold it or anything. So that's tucked away in the garage. Obviously got a new fridge. Yeah, obviously the old one was just getting a little bit too small for requirements, I guess, and